Today's horoscope, Gemini August 26, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Slowly growing accustomed to new health practices can be a pleasant and enlightening experience. Looking to see the truth about what you eat is a way to introduce change into your diet without shocking your system on any level. Organic foods are grown according to specific regulations. There are even different interpretations of what is truly organic. Finding out for yourself where your food comes from is a great way to develop a healthy awareness of your environment. Your talents as a visionary and unconventional character are held up by outdated scruples that are coming to the surface. You are suddenly afraid of modernity, which isn't really like you. Now is the time to act, because you are very capable of reconciling modernism with a certain amount of social conformity. Be as lucid and intelligent as possible to counter these tendencies, which are as strange as they are useless. Having the moon in a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart encourages you to embrace a relaxing weekend or at least take a break from work to clear your mind. Fortunately, the moon has support from both the sun in its first week and Venus during her last weekend in your home and family sector. While the sun shines a spotlight on home and family matters for the first time this year, Venus ensures that home feels where your heart is. Together with the moon, they help you set aside the demands of work and daily life. 2 days after the sun left your communication sector, Mercury, the planet of communication, is not only spending his first weekend here on his own but his last in retrograde motion. Mercury is here for another 2 weeks, but these final days in retrograde motion are all about giving the past and unsaid words a voice and still separating from a friendly aspect to Chiron, the planet of healing. This couldn't be more important. You're in good shape for intuition and imagination applied to practical matters today. Your sixth sense can lead you to a useful method or technique for your work, a new business or money-making idea, or a creative approach to a health problem. You are especially willing and open to helping others in the first half of the day. A sense of inner joy and peace can be with you as you find more meaning in what you're doing. A Mars-Saturn square later today is very different energy, however. You can experience a feeling of being unsupported or overly burdened. While it's temporary, it's important to examine ways to make changes in your life to prevent problems such as these from festering. You may be digging in your heels, especially if others are pushing or rushing you or if they are insensitive. A slow, patient, and moderate approach is the most successful today. The gorgeous shimmering stars of last week fooled you into thinking August was just fun, magic, and surprise. Unfortunately, the week ahead will be like you are preparing for battle, a conflict that is as painful as a war. Today's dramatic and dark energy will be caused by mighty Mars sending his legions to face you directly. Saturn, now orbiting in your zodiac sign, will bring you the arrogance and determination to triumph. Yet, the most heartbreaking thing about today and this week's energy is that there is no winner in the end. So do not fool yourself into thinking your forces and defenses will allow you to avoid the challenges and hard decisions you will face. How can you assert yourself? Being confident in yourself in any professional setting is a work in progress, especially today when Mars in Taurus squares Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. Consider what you want to work on as a professional during this square. But you will have to put your ego aside to reap the benefits of the square. Be honest about what you could change or do differently to show up as a mature yet unique professional. It might relate to your wardrobe, how you go about first impressions, or how you assume a leadership role. You should begin to think about changing the way you express yourself. Until now, you were probably careful to position your ideas in such a way as to make them acceptable to others. You would do verbal gymnastics to cushion your thoughts in comforting terms so as not to shock anyone. No more. It is time to assert yourself. Today is ideal for going on a long excursion with your friends. Take the initiative and organize a barbecue or picnic. Your friends will look forward to meeting up again to have a good chat and will show their gratitude to you. You'll all have a great time and have good memories of this special event. It's the perfect day for you to shine. You've been so generous lately, you deserve to focus on yourself. And guess what? You're feeling a little feisty, and the mood really becomes you. Prepare for some intense flattery. Find your voice and don't miss this opportunity. Maybe that special person you seek, your dream partner, is waiting for you to respond in a positive way. They seem eager to do everything possible to attract your attention and are set to make an appearance. Don't allow a potential lover to leave you lost for words. Today you might receive a lot of phone calls from friends and relatives who live far away, but you've had a stressful week and aren't likely to feel much like talking. Don't worry about it, however. You can listen as well as talk, and you'll probably enjoy hearing what everyone has to say. Afterwards, go to the bookstore and pick up a good book, or rent a pile of videos. A peaceful evening beckons. Rather philosophic and comprehensive, today you should try to bring your ideas on opening, natural authority, sense of duty and responsibility together in harmony. You will definitely have to master your aggressiveness towards others. The hour of conciliation has come. If it hasn't, breakups will be in the air with one or more people who are close to you. So be diplomatic. Daily Planetary Overview. As the moon enters Gemini, you might feel a shift in energy that keeps you on your toes. Gemini is a sign known for its quick wit and mental agility, and this lunar influence can leave you buzzing with thoughts and ideas. Have you ever found yourself lying in bed with your mind racing, unable to shut off the stream of thoughts running through your head? That's the kind of energy you might be dealing with tonight. It's like your brain is stuck in overdrive, making it a bit tricky to slow down, relax, and unwind. If you find that you're more alert than usual, try not to stress about it. Instead, embrace this mental clarity as an opportunity. Sometimes, when we're more awake than we'd like to be, it's a sign that there's something our minds need to process. Maybe there's a creative idea bubbling up that needs to be explored, or perhaps you've been avoiding dealing with something that's finally demanding your attention. Use this time to check in with yourself. What's on your mind? What thoughts keep resurfacing? You might be surprised by the clarity that comes when you allow yourself the space to really explore what's buzzing around in your head. But, of course, this heightened mental activity can also make it hard to relax and get the rest you need. If you find yourself tossing and turning, consider trying some relaxation techniques, deep breathing, gentle stretches, or even jotting down your thoughts in a journal to clear your mind. Sometimes, just getting those swirling thoughts down on paper can be enough to quiet the mental chatter and help you drift off to sleep. Now, with all this mental stimulation, there's a little word of caution. Be mindful of your impulses, especially when it comes to spending. It's easy to fall into the trap of making quick purchases when you're feeling restless or overwhelmed. Have you ever found yourself online shopping late at night, only to wonder the next day if you really needed that new gadget or pair of shoes? The energy right now can make those little impulse buys seem more appealing than usual, but try to resist the urge to make any big purchases or financial commitments unless they're absolutely necessary. If you do need to make a financial decision, take a moment to pause and assess it with a clear head. Ask yourself if this is something you really need, or if it's just a temporary comfort you're seeking. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself to a little something to lift your spirits, but be mindful of the difference between a small indulgence and a bigger commitment that could backfire later. Remember, the energy of Gemini can be fast-paced and sometimes a little scattered, so grounding yourself is key. Have you ever found that when your mind is racing, it helps to take a step back and get a little perspective? Maybe that means reaching out to a friend for a quick chat, or taking a walk to clear your head. Whatever it is, find something that helps you anchor yourself and brings you back to center. And if you're feeling particularly energized tonight, lean into it. Use this time to brainstorm, create, or even just daydream about the possibilities ahead. Sometimes, those late-night bursts of inspiration can lead to some of our best ideas. Just be sure to balance it out with moments of calm and mindfulness to keep from getting too carried away by the buzz of this lunar energy. How do you typically handle those restless nights when your mind won't quiet down? Do you have any go-to strategies for finding balance when your thoughts are racing? Share your experiences. There's always something we can learn from each other's journeys, especially during these times of heightened energy and introspection.